Alright, welcome back guys to my review of WWE Monday Night Raw for August 6th, 2012. I'm just finishing up the show right now with the whole Big Show knocking everybody out thing. It's kind of goofy. But I thought this was a pretty good show. It did have some good matches. They did not go nearly as crazy with the recaps as they did last week, so that was definitely an improvement. AJ comes out, makes Big Show versus Orton and Daniel Bryan versus Cena, and then she gets interrupted by Punk. Punk says he wants to apologize to AJ for last week. She accepts, and he asks her to cancel the triple threat match. She refuses, and he asks if this is because he rejected her when she proposed to him. So Cena comes out, says Punk needs to earn respect instead of demand it, even though he's had the belt for how long now. Cena says that doesn't matter, I've had that thing like 11 times or something, doesn't mean shit. Cena hits on AJ, this was so lame. He's like, you smell good, my name's John Cena. Oh man. So Punk says that he's just being honest and Cena got him involved in the match last week by bumping into him. Punk says that he actually saved Cena from Big Show, and Punk says that he beat Cena last year. So Big Show comes out, AJ tells them to calm down, and says Punk's match will be decided by a poll. It's going to be Miz, Kane, or Mysterio. Guess who the fans voted for? Mysterio. She says the match is next, and that was it. I have to say the promo between Punk and Cena was very good. I did like their little interaction together. So we get Punk versus Ray. Ray hits a 619, but Punk gets the knees up for the splash and hits GTS for the win. This was pretty good. I enjoyed this match. Then we get a Wade Barrett video package. Apparently he's been in Fight Club for the past few months. I know about the bare knuckle boxing and all of that stuff, but the way this video looked, it looked like he just left, joined Fight Club, and now he's back. It was kind of strange, but I thought it was good, and I'm so happy to see Wade Barrett in some capacity returning. I'm not really too crazy about the whole beard thing, but I think it's going to be great to see Wade Barrett back, and apparently they have huge plans for him. So Del Rio parks his car and goes to suck up to AJ and says he shouldn't have to compete. She thinks he calls her crazy, and so she puts him in a match tonight. Christian with no entrance versus Del Rio. Del Rio and Ricardo are rushing to get down to the ring. He's getting his boots on, he's still dressed and everything, and I kind of liked how they went with that. They at least used it later on. Christian goes for the spear, gets hit with a super kick. Ricardo distracts the ref, and Del Rio hits Christian with his boot. So they did kind of use that in the match, that he wasn't fully prepared, and he makes him tap to the armbar. Sheamus comes on the Titantron, and he's backstage with Del Rio's car, which he steals. Much more on that later. Then we get Orton versus Big Show. I guess they told Orton to get rid of the mohawk because it's gone. Orton kicks out of the choke slam, Big Show spears him on the outside, and both guys end up getting a double count out. I like this match. Sucks it went to double count out, but I figured they'd do something like this to protect both guys. Orton because they love him, and Big Show because he's going into the triple threat match. Big Show goes to knock him out after and gets hit with an RKO, just because whenever Orton comes out, he's got to hit the RKO to get the pop from the crowd. Then we get Tyler Rex and Kurt Hawkins versus Ryback. Ryback cuts another food chain promo. He wins the match. Typical stuff here. However, there was someone in the crowd with a sign that said "Feed me more" and a picture of Ryback's eye all messed up with like blood or whatever it is in his eye. I thought that was hilarious. Primo and Epico versus the Primetime Players. Cole actually says on the mic, AW has been clever on the mic the past couple of weeks. Literally the week after he said the rape joke with the Kobe Bryant thing, Cole said that tonight. And I think Lawler kind of tried to call him out on it, and Cole instantly realized, what did I just say? But, you know, it's not nearly as bad as what AW said, so. Epico hits 3 back body drops, and Titus pulls Darren Young out of the ring. They go to leave. Kofi and Truth come out. Darren gets distracted and Epco wins with the backstabber. Damian Sandow says he will rid the WWE Universe of Brodus Clay. Sandow attacks Brodus during his entrance. Brodus' pants are falling off his ass. Looked ridiculous. He attacks the leg, and Sandow says, "You did this to yourself, Brodus. I told you." And I thought that was great. The only reason I am enjoying a Sandow-Brodus Clay feud is because Brodus has been booked strong. God knows why, but he has. And for Sandow to beat him is going to really push Sandow. So I hope that's where this thing goes. AJ tells Daniel Bryan she still thinks that he has anger management issues. He says he's calm now, and he agrees that he should face Cena, and after he beats Cena, she can make it a fatal 4-way at SummerSlam. She says you already have a match at SummerSlam. It's against Kane. Big surprise. I said that's what they were going to do last week. And yeah, no one cares. He says no. She says yes. Kelly is back to face Eve. King is such a pervert in this match. Lawler. Just, there was a spot, Kelly is trying to give the stink face to Eve, and Eve rolls out of the ring, and King says, "Tag me in," and I mean, it's just, he's such a pervert. Kelly is beating the crap out of Eve, actually, throwing her into the barricade and stuff, and she wins after Hurricane Rana, so I guess she's going to stick around for a little bit. Shawn Michaels comes out. He's really just here because it's his hometown. He says everyone is talking about Lesnar and Triple H. I don't know why I find that so funny. But he's about to give his opinion, and Lesnar comes out with Heyman. Heyman says that Michaels is the best in-ring performer in WWE history, but Lesnar isn't going to entertain with Triple H at SummerSlam. He's not going out there to be an entertainer. He's going out there to fight him. And Michaels says that they have attacked Triple H, his wife, his kids. They've turned him into something. He doesn't even recognize them anymore. And he's going to go with Triple H to beat Brock Lesnar. That's his pick. And what Heyman just said would be a legit fight. If I was Shawn Michaels, I'd say, sorry buddy, but this dude's going to kick the living crap out of you. So he says that he will be in Triple H's corner at SummerSlam. Lesnar says the only reason Michaels thinks Triple H can beat him is because he never faced him. And Lesnar starts to head towards Michaels. Triple H comes out. Lesnar says he will face Triple H at SummerSlam, and he's going to see Shawn Michaels before then. So the first thing I'm thinking is, are we going to get another one of those home invasion angles, like with Triple H and Orton, or Steve Austin and Brian Pillman, where Lesnar's just going to break into Shawn Michaels' house? And I don't know. I hope so, though. Okay, so apparently if you go to Sheamus's tout page, you can follow his crime spree, where he goes around town getting a ton of cheap pops, the Alamo, and putting over Texas. This was so babyface. It made me sick to watch this. Just, oh my god, it was so lame. So Alex Riley versus Dolph Ziggler. Jericho's on commentary. He's got his Ziggler shirt on, and Jericho says that he didn't know it was a Dolph shirt. He found it in the garbage. Ziggler mocks Jericho with the, what's he say here? Okay, Ziggler goes for the cheap pin where he just puts a foot over the guy and says, "Yeah, come on, baby." And he's trying to mock Jericho. And this turned, it's ridiculous. Alex Riley wins with a roll-up. And even Jericho puts it over as Riley hasn't won a match since Methuselah was alive or something like that. And it kind of does suck. And the only reason Ziggler lost was so Jericho could tout it. I truly believe that, because Jericho said, "I'm going to tout this, don't underestimate anyone," and then Riley wins, and this entire thing was for tout. Very stupid, but it did kind of work, and I did enjoy it because Jericho was so good on commentary. I mean, he was awesome. Alright, so AJ tweets that Kane versus Miz is next. We get more touts from Sheamus. We get Kane versus Miz. It was okay. Kane hits a chokeslam for the win. Sheamus returns the car. It's all messed up. It's got like bushes in it, and I don't know. He says he rides a mule back home and this thing's much better than his mule. Del Rio sees his car backstage. He's freaking out. He's pissed at Ricardo and tells him to clean it. Just kind of a goofy thing here, but yeah, Sheamus's little crime spree around Texas, I didn't care much for this. We get Daniel Bryan versus Cena. Bryan gets into a no-yes confrontation with a fan. Daniel Bryan's new tights actually remind me of the Dead Kennedys logo a lot. I don't know if anyone else thought that, but Cena wins after an attitude adjustment, but this was a really good match. Well, it was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like a 5-star classic or anything, but this was a good match. I enjoyed this a lot. Daniel Bryan looked really strong in here. And afterwards, Punk comes out, and Cena just... He comes out, he raises the belt, and Cena just tosses him aside when he sees Big Show coming. Like, I don't have time for you, the champ. I got to deal with this guy. And I didn't like that at all. Cena gets Big Show up for the attitude adjustment, and Punk hits Big Show again. I don't know why we're supposed to believe that that would hurt Cena. He's got him in the AA, and Punk comes from behind and hits Big Show in the back, and Cena just collapses. I don't know why that would hurt Cena. It doesn't make any sense, and they've done this twice now. So Punk goes and gets on commentary, says he's going to end Raw once again as the focus. He goes to get in the ring. He's all pumped up. He goes to kick Big Show, and Big Show just punches him and knocks him out. And then Cena gets up, and Big Show knocks him out and then holds the belt up. And that was it. That's how it went off the air. I do like Big Show as a heel. He's been great. And I know that they want to build him up, especially after he got an RKO earlier in the night. But why would you make Punk look so weak here? I mean, after giving him such a long reign, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Why not have him as a tough heel? As a tough heel champion instead of a chicken heel? I really hope they don't go this route with Punk right now, but that's how they ended it, with Big Show standing tall. And that was this week's Raw. I did enjoy it. I thought we had some good matches. The recaps, thankfully, were gone, or at least toned down a lot. So yeah, for the most part, I did enjoy this week's show. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's Raw in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Bye.